Hi, I'm Blythe.
And I'm Rory, and this is our weekly news for the 20th of November.
With the news that East Ayrshire is moving into Tier 4, this has made some people a bit worried, which is understandable.
The school will be remaining open through this and is making sure that all pupils, staff and parents feel welcome and safe.
Staff have been reviewing the risk assessments in place and are making any adaptations that are needed.
We have asked on the app this week for parents to ensure they are following the social distancing guidance when dropping their children off and picking up again at the end of the day.
As always, we really appreciate your support in this. On to class news now. P1 are working really hard with their nativity rehearsals. Some of the pupils have been given their lines and are practising them at home as well.
For Book Week Scotland, P2 and 3 have been sharing their read, write and count bags.
P3 have been learning about the food chains through their topic and have made food chain pyramids and mobiles.
P3C have also been learning about nocturnal animals, like foxes and badgers.
They have also been working on their 2 and 5 times tables.
P4 are continuing to work on the 8 times table and 3-digit sums. They are looking forward to seeing the results of the mummified tomatoes next week.
P4RS have made amazing paper mache pharaoh masks. They have made up their own character and wrote a good description of them.
P5 have been sharing their favourite books for Book Week Scotland.
P6B have been focusing on earthquakes this week as a part of their natural disasters topic.
They created structures and tested them with a jelly earthquake.
P7 have been doing Respect Me lessons as part of Anti-Bullying Week.
P7W have been creating their own anti-bullying policy as part of Anti-Bullying Week.
In whole school news, Parents' Night is coming up.
Teachers will be making phone calls next week to discuss your child's progress.
We want to politely remind you that to get through all the calls, the time is limited to 7 minutes, which will include the time it takes for the teacher to dial.
This should mean that your time to talk to your child's teacher is the same as the normal 5-minute appointment.
Niall and Wesley have a bit more information about Book Week Scotland.
Book Week Scotland is an annual event that takes place across Scotland.
In annual, pupils and staff have been sharing their favourite story.
You can find some of these stories on our YouTube channel.
What's your favourite book?
My favourite book is George's Marvellous Medicine by Roald Dahl.
What's your favourite book?
My favourite book is The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald.
My favourite book is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows.
So these books are my favourite books because when my girls were wee girls, I used to read them these stories every single night in their bed, and they could say them word for word, and there's a wee rhyme at the front, and everybody in our house can still all say it. So that's why all of these books are my favourite books, because it reminds me of taking my girls to bed when they were just wee toty girls. Thank you.
My favourite book is Danny the Champion of the World.
My favourite book is a book called His Bloody Project.
My favourite book is The Twix by Roald Dahl.
My favourite book is The Boy, The Mole, The Fox and the Horse.
Jenna and Anna have a bit more information about Anti-Bullying Week.
Hi everyone, this week we have been focusing on anti-bullying, Respect Me. What made it better?
How does bullying make people feel? Bullying can make people feel depressed, angry, suicidal, lonely, miserable and terrible.
If children are being bullied, what can help them? Trying to talk to someone such as a friend or an adult can help. Trying to find a friend group to be included will help your confidence. Calling Childline can help about things if you're uncomfortable talking to friends. Family support can help. Friends and family can help comfort you and support you. What can adults do to help? They can support them in a nice way, comfort them and make them feel happy. If a child is being bullied, what will not help them? Hurting them more, calling them names, not being there for them, being against them and not comforting them.
If a child is being bullied, what will help them? Having a good friendship, calling Childline, family support, school clubs, and talking to teachers a lot more as well, and feeling more included.
How does bullying make you feel? It makes you feel left out, lonely, scared and upset.
What can adults do to help if you're being bullied? Keep you off school for a little bit and talking to the head teacher of the school and then having a lot of support for them.
If a child is getting bullied, what would not help them? Teasing, getting annoyed, being rude, getting into bullying.
Here's Miss McGugan with Class of the Week.
Hello boys and girls, I can't believe that's another week finished. I know we've not had Class of the Week out for their extra play today, so that extra play will be given on Monday. So our classes of the week this week are going to be Primary 3 GM, because I know that you've been working really hard in your class and you've been trying so good out in the playground and stuff as well, so well done to Primary 3 GM. Our next class are Primary 4M, and the reason for this is you've had a lot of changes over the last couple of weeks. And you've all done really well with that, so I just want to say thank you very much. And finally, this is actually going to a class who actually have won in Class of the Week already, but I feel it has to go to them again, and it's going to Primary 6W for trying super hard. So the rest of Primary 6 and 7, come on you guys, I want to give it to another Primary 7 next week, or even Primary 6B. Have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you all soon.
Tell us what you've done.
Okay, so I went and bought some toys with my own pocket money, and I've donated them to Hill House Charity to give to some children who don't get a lot for Christmas.
Why did you choose to do this, and why did you choose Hill House?
Well, I chose to do this because I feel like I've already got a lot of toys of my own, and for Christmas I just thought some children, they aren't as lucky as me, so I thought why not give them some toys so they can get a present. And I just chose Hill House because I feel like that's a really nice charity just to give it to.
Do you think this is something that you could recommend to people that can actually do it?
Yeah, I think it's definitely something I should recommend because, as I said, some children have lots of toys, and some children aren't really that lucky, so I think they should just deserve to get the same amount of toys as we do.
Thank you very much, Neil. It was a wonderful thing you've done.
Thank you.
Thanks.
That's all for this week. Thank you for allowing us to share your weekly news with you.
Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye for now.